Welcome to my channel, HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Kennedy half dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. In 1776, the United States emerged as an independent nation, with a sense of patriotism and a desire to represent its newfound freedom. This monumental year would go on to shape not just the country's political and social landscapes, but also its numismatic history. Among the most iconic coins of the 20th century is the Kennedy half dollar, particularly the special edition minted to commemorate the bicentennial of the United States in 1976. Though initially conceived to honor President John F. Kennedy following his assassination, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar takes on a profound additional significance in its link to the American Revolution. The history of the Kennedy half dollar begins in the aftermath of President Kennedy's assassination in 1963, when there was widespread public interest in memorializing the late president on U.S. currency. The U.S. Mint was tasked with designing a coin that would both honor Kennedy's legacy and maintain the integrity of the nation's coinage. Mint director Eva Adams and chief engraver Gilroy Roberts ultimately worked together to craft a design featuring a likeness of President Kennedy on the obverse, which quickly became one of the most widely recognized images in U.S. numismatics. However, in 1975, amidst preparations for the United States bicentennial, Congress decided that the Kennedy half dollar would feature a unique modification to mark the historic occasion. The reverse of the coin was redesigned to feature a dual motif, a drummer boy, representing American patriotism, and the year 1776 to 1976, signifying the bicentennial celebration of the country's independence. This alteration was not only a symbol of national pride but also an important moment in American coinage history, as it marked the first time in U.S. history that a coin's design changed to commemorate an event on such a large scale. The inclusion of the dates 1776 to 1976 on the reverse side added a timeless connection to the nation's founding. From a technical perspective, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar was produced in large quantities, initially in copper-nickel clad versions, which were the standard for many U.S. circulating coins. However, a special silver-clad version was also issued as part of the celebration of the bicentennial. This silver-clad variant, with a higher percentage of silver content, 40% compared to the usual 0% in regular circulating coins, adds a layer of allure and intrigue for numismatists and collectors alike. The U.S. Mint produced these half dollars in substantial numbers, and they circulated widely across the country. In total, over 800 million Kennedy half dollars were minted in 1976, with the majority being the copper-nickel clad version. Yet, because of the coin's historical significance, it quickly became a sought-after item for collectors. Despite the large mintage, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar holds a unique place in American numismatics. To the casual observer, it may seem like just another commemorative coin in the mint's storied history, but to collectors, it's an emblem of the era and a symbol of the American spirit at the bicentennial. What makes the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar especially intriguing is its continued relevance in the world of coin collecting. Over time, the coin has grown in value, not just for its silver content, but also for its historical and symbolic weight. Coins that were once seen as common pocket change are now coveted by collectors and investors alike, many of whom see the coin as an essential piece in completing their collections. Interestingly, while most 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollars are not worth much beyond their face value or a modest premium for their silver content, some specific varieties have become much more valuable. For example, proof versions of the coin, particularly those that were graded in excellent condition, can fetch much higher prices in the market. Additionally, the presence of certain minting errors or variations, such as unusual die cracks or double strikes, can significantly increase the coin's value. In fact, collectors have been known to pay thousands of dollars for rare minting errors in 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollars. This highlights an important aspect of coin collecting: condition, rarity, and historical context all play a crucial role in determining a coin's worth. As the years passed, and as the initial fervor over the bicentennial celebrations faded, interest in the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar began to stabilize. However, more recently, the coin has experienced a resurgence in interest among collectors, particularly those who are drawn to American history and the tangible connection that the coin provides to the country's origins. In terms of value, it is no longer just a curiosity or a relic of a bygone celebration. Today, high-quality examples of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar, especially those in pristine condition or with rare minting anomalies, can fetch impressive sums at auctions or from private buyers. The allure of the coin is multifaceted. As a part of the bicentennial celebration, it resonates deeply with those who are nostalgic for a time of national pride and unity. It also appeals to those who have a deeper appreciation for the artistry of coin design and the craftsmanship involved in its production. But perhaps the most exciting part of owning a 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar today is the potential for substantial financial gain. For those lucky enough to possess the rarest varieties in exceptional condition, the coin can represent a significant investment opportunity. In the marketplace today, collectors and investors alike are finding that these coins can be worth much more than their face value, far beyond what one might expect from a commemorative coin of such widespread issue. The current market value of a high-grade example, such as one in MS-67 or better condition, can surpass $45,000, with certain rare variations commanding even higher prices. This remarkable appreciation in value underscores the timeless appeal of the Kennedy half-dollar and its place in the broader landscape of American numismatics. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar is far more than a simple piece of American currency. It is a symbol of the nation's history, a masterpiece of design, and a highly sought-after item in the world of coin collecting. While millions of these coins were produced and distributed, the ones that remain in excellent condition or feature unique minting characteristics are now viewed as valuable assets. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to numismatics, the Kennedy half-dollar, especially the 1776 to 1976 edition, is a coin that embodies not only the past, but also a rich legacy that continues to capture the imagination of collectors around the world. Top 2. In the annals of American coinage, few pieces hold as much significance as the Kennedy half-dollar. While the coin itself has undergone numerous changes and variations throughout the decades, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar stands out as an iconic piece in the history of U.S. currency. With its deep connection to the nation's history, the emotional impact of its design, and its subsequent rise in collector appeal, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is a coin that has captured the imagination of numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. To understand the importance of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, we first need to understand the backdrop against which it was created. Following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, the U.S. Mint sought to create a coin that would both honor the late president and symbolize his lasting impact on the country. The Kennedy half-dollar was introduced in 1964, with an image of Kennedy on the obverse, designed by the Mint's chief engraver, Gilroy Roberts. On the reverse, the coin featured a heraldic eagle with a shield, designed by artist Frank Gasparo. Initially, the Kennedy half-dollar was produced with 90% silver, which was standard for most U.S. coins at the time. However, by 1965, the rising cost of silver prompted the U.S. Mint to switch to a copper-nickel-clad version, reducing the silver content to 40%. This was a significant change, as it marked a departure from the traditional use of silver in U.S. coinage, a shift that would define the Kennedy half-dollar's future. By the time the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar was introduced, the coin had become a fixture of American currency. The 1971 version, however, marked the first year that the coin was minted in its new copper-nickel composition. The change to this new alloy was part of an effort by the U.S. Mint to reduce the cost of producing coins while maintaining their integrity and durability. While the 40% silver Kennedy half-dollar would continue to be minted for several more years, the 1971 version, minted in copper nickel clad, would go on to represent the future of the coin, and by extension, the future of U.S. coinage. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is notable not only for its composition but also for the way it reflects the evolving nature of American society. The image of President Kennedy, featured prominently on the obverse, serves as a poignant reminder of the tumultuous decade in which he led. The 1960s, marked by social and political upheaval, the space race, and the civil rights movement, was a time of great change in the United States. Kennedy's presidency, although tragically cut short, became a symbol of hope and idealism for many Americans. By immortalizing his image on the half-dollar, the U.S. Mint ensured that his legacy would continue to influence the nation for generations. The reverse of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, which retained the heraldic eagle from previous designs, was also a reflection of the nation's evolving identity. The eagle had long been a symbol of strength and resilience, and its appearance on the coin reinforced the ideals of freedom and patriotism that were central to American identity. However, unlike earlier versions of the coin, which had been struck in silver, the 1971 coin's new composition reflected the changing economic realities of the time, particularly the abandonment of the gold standard and the rise of fiat currency. From a numismatic perspective, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is an interesting study in the development of U.S. coinage. Although the coin was minted in large quantities, it represents a key moment in the history of American currency, as it marked the official shift away from silver and regular circulating coins. As a result, while the 1971 coin is still relatively easy to find in circulation, it holds a particular significance for collectors. For many, the coin is a piece of history, symbolizing both a personal and national memory. The Kennedy half-dollar, particularly the 1971 edition, quickly became a staple in American coin collections. Despite its widespread circulation, it has maintained a strong appeal among collectors due to its historical significance, its connection to President Kennedy's legacy, and its unique place in the progression of U.S. coinage. While many of the coins from this period are not worth more than their face value, collectors are particularly interested in certain key variations of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, which can significantly increase its value. One of the primary factors influencing the coin's value is its condition. While the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in such large quantities that the majority of these coins remain relatively affordable, those in excellent condition, particularly those graded as MS-65 or higher, are considered more valuable. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal signs of wear or tarnish, are highly sought after by collectors and can command higher premiums in the market. Additionally, special mint marks, including proof versions of the coin, also carry a higher collector value. Another important aspect of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar's appeal is its role as part of a broader series of Kennedy half-dollars. For collectors working on completing a set of Kennedy half-dollars, the 1971 coin holds a special place in their collections. It is a bridge between the earlier silver coins and the later clad versions, and its position in the series makes it an essential piece for any serious collector. While most 1971 Kennedy half-dollars are not worth more than a few dollars above their face value, there are certain rare varieties that have caught the attention of investors. For example, the 1971 S-proof Kennedy half-dollar, which was struck at the San Francisco Mint, is one of the more valuable versions of the coin. This proof version was made specifically for collectors and has a much higher quality finish than regular circulation coins. When graded in high condition, these proof coins can fetch a premium in the market. Additionally, certain errors, such as misstrikes or die cracks, can add to a coin's value, making some rare 1971 Kennedy half-dollars worth thousands of dollars. But perhaps the most surprising fact about the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is its current market value. Despite being produced in large quantities and available in circulation for decades, high-grade examples, particularly those with the right attributes, have seen their value increase significantly. In recent years, certain 1971 Kennedy half-dollars have been sold for prices far exceeding expectations. Coins in pristine condition, especially those graded as MS-67 or better, have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, some of the rarest examples of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar have been known to reach an astonishing $53,000, an eye-popping figure for a coin that was once viewed as nothing more than pocket change. This dramatic rise in value can be attributed to a number of factors. First, the coin's historical significance cannot be overstated. As a direct tribute to President Kennedy, who remains one of the most beloved figures in American history, the Kennedy half-dollar continues to be a symbol of national pride. Second, the coin's limited availability in high-grade condition, combined with the growing interest in rare and collectible coins, has driven up its market value. Third, the Kennedy half-dollar is a part of a broader trend of increasing interest in silver and other precious metals, as collectors and investors seek to capitalize on the rising demand for these assets. For collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar offers much more than a glimpse into the past. It represents an opportunity to own a piece of American history, one that continues to gain value, both financially and sentimentally. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone just beginning to explore the world of coin collecting, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is a coin that embodies the spirit of America and the enduring legacy of its 35th president. Its story continues to unfold, and its value continues to rise, making it an essential piece in any collection. Top 3. The Kennedy half-dollar of 1972 is a coin that carries with it not only the weight of history but also a fascinating journey of legacy, design, and significance. Today, we're diving deep into this iconic piece of American numismatic history, unpacking its origins, the story behind its creation, and what makes it so sought after by collectors today. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know why this coin can be worth an astonishing $50,000. The story begins in the early 1960s, a turbulent time for the United States. The country was grappling with political unrest, civil rights movements, and of course, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. His death in 1963 shocked the nation, and as the world mourned, Americans sought ways to memorialize the president, who had only served a brief 3 years in office but had left a lasting impact on the nation. The Kennedy half-dollar was born from this desire for remembrance. The U.S. Treasury Department announced that a new coin would be issued to honor Kennedy, and the decision was made to replace the Franklin half-dollar, which had been in circulation since 1948. The U.S. Mint began production in 1964, and the new coin was an immediate hit. It featured the profile of John F. Kennedy, designed by sculptor Gilroy Roberts, who had previously worked on the obverse of the Franklin half-dollar. The design of Kennedy's face, solemn and dignified, was chosen to symbolize the strength and resilience of the American people in the wake of tragedy. Fast forward to the year 1972, and the Kennedy half-dollar had become an established part of American currency. While the coin itself had not undergone any significant design changes since its debut, the 1972 edition is particularly notable for several reasons, especially in the world of coin collecting. To understand why, we must first explore the circumstances surrounding its minting. In 1972, the United States was still experiencing inflation and rising costs, and coin production had to adapt to these changes. Unlike earlier years, when the government issued large quantities of coins for circulation, 1972 saw a relatively modest production of Kennedy half-dollars. The mintage was not as high as previous years, and that scarcity would eventually contribute to the coin's desirability among collectors. But what makes the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar even more interesting is the presence of a rare variety, the 1972 double die. This is where things get exciting for numismatists. The 1972 double die variety refers to a rare error that occurred during the minting process. A doubling effect can be seen on the inscriptions and design elements, most notably on the word Liberty and the date 1972 itself. For those unfamiliar with coin collecting terminology, a double die error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times, causing an image or inscription to appear shifted, duplicated, or doubled. In the case of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, this error is subtle, but to the keen-eyed collector, it's unmistakable. It was a mistake in the die-making process at the Philadelphia Mint, and it's one of the most famous coin errors in U.S. history. This doubling effect is incredibly sought after because it makes the 1972 coin significantly rarer than its counterparts that were struck correctly. The 1972 doubled die Kennedy half dollar, sometimes referred to as the Holy Grail of half dollars, has become a prize for collectors. The rarity of these coins and their unique error has driven their value to extraordinary heights. But the 1972 Kennedy half dollar's value isn't based on this error alone. In fact, even non-double die coins from that year hold appeal. A key factor in the value of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is its limited production in that era, as well as the overall demand for Kennedy-related memorabilia. Collectors are always searching for coins that carry a piece of history, and the Kennedy half dollar is no exception. Now, let's talk about the coin's design, another element that contributes to its charm. On the obverse, the coin features the profile of President Kennedy, facing left. This powerful portrait was based on a photograph by the famous photographer Jacques Lowe, who had served as the official photographer for the Kennedy family. On the reverse side, the coin depicts the familiar image of the presidential seal, with an eagle holding an olive branch and arrows. The motto, E pluribus unum, out of many one, is inscribed around the eagle, reinforcing the ideals of unity and strength. The design is timeless. It was meant to symbolize not just a president, but an era of American pride and hope, especially in the face of national tragedy. And it still resonates with people today. Whether it's a numismatist who values the coin for its rarity and history or someone who collects it simply for its connection to a fallen leader, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar holds sentimental value beyond its weight in metal. As we approach the 21st century, coin collecting continues to be a popular hobby, but it's also become an investment for many. The value of certain coins, particularly those with rare errors or low mintage, has skyrocketed over the years. And the 1972 Kennedy half dollar, especially the double die variety, has followed this trend. In recent auctions, the 1972 double die Kennedy half dollar has fetched prices ranging from a few $1,000s to tens of thousands. For example, a well-preserved, high-quality specimen of the 1972 double die has been known to sell for upwards of $50,000. That's right, this humble half dollar, once a regular coin in circulation, has now become one of the most valuable pieces of American numismatic history. So, why is it worth so much? The combination of rarity, historical significance, and the era that makes it unique has made the 1972 Kennedy half dollar one of the most desirable coins for collectors. And because so few of these era coins have survived in mint condition, they are incredibly hard to come by. The demand for these coins continues to grow, driving their price higher and higher. What does this mean for you? If you've got a 1972 Kennedy half dollar, it's worth taking a closer look at it. It could be the one with the double die error, and if it is, you could have a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars sitting right in your pocket. Even if it's not the error version, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar remains a valuable and highly collectible coin, with its connection to a pivotal moment in American history and its place in the broader story of U.S. currency. It's important to note that the value of a coin isn't determined solely by its year of issue. Factors such as its condition, rarity, and whether it has any special characteristics, like the double die, will play a huge role in determining its worth. Coins that are well preserved and free from damage are always more valuable than those that have been worn down or scratched over time. If you think you have a rare 1972 Kennedy half dollar, it's worth having it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service to determine its true value. As we wrap up this deep dive into the 1972 Kennedy half dollar, it's clear that this coin is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of a nation's resilience and a reminder of one of the most defining moments in American history. Its design, its errors, and its value all contribute to its place in the world of coin collecting. And if you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, especially one with the famous double die error, you might just have a rare treasure in your hands. So, the next time you find yourself rifling through your pocket change, take a moment to check for that 1972 Kennedy half dollar. Who knows? You might just discover that the coin you've been casually holding onto is worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 4. In 2021, a remarkable coin made its debut, one that not only captivated collectors but also sparked curiosity among enthusiasts worldwide. The Kennedy half-dollar, a symbol of American heritage, returned in a new form, catching the eye of both numismatists and history buffs alike. Let's embark on a journey through time to uncover the history, design, minting details, and incredible appeal of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar. By the end of this video, you'll not only appreciate the coin's significance but also understand why its value has soared to an astonishing $6,000. To understand the significance of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar, we must first travel back to 1964. The United States was in the midst of a turbulent era. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963 left the country in shock and mourning. As a way to honor the memory of the fallen president, the U.S. Mint decided to issue a new half-dollar coin bearing his image. Designed by sculptor Gilroy Roberts, the coin featured a striking profile of Kennedy, looking forward with a sense of purpose and hope. The reverse of the coin, created by Frank Gasparo, depicted the emblematic American eagle. This was a powerful symbol of strength, resilience, and patriotism. The Kennedy half-dollar quickly became a cherished piece of American numismatic history. For decades, it remained a staple of everyday currency, with millions being minted and circulated. However, in the 1970s, the coin's usage began to decline, mainly due to inflation and the rise of paper currency. Despite this, the Kennedy half-dollar continued to be produced in limited quantities for collectors, maintaining its place in American culture. Fast forward to 2021, a year that marked the 57th anniversary of the original release of the Kennedy half-dollar. In response to the growing demand for commemorative coins and to honor President Kennedy's legacy, the U.S. Mint decided to release a new version of the coin, but with some key differences that would set it apart from its predecessors. One of the most striking features of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is its design. While it retained the iconic image of Kennedy's profile, this iteration offered a more modern and refined interpretation of the original. The obverse still featured Kennedy's likeness, but the engraving was more detailed and sharp, capturing the intricate features of his face and emphasizing the strength of his expression. The inscription, Liberty, remained at the top, with "In God We Trust," placed just below his profile, as it had been since the coin's inception. The reverse, which had undergone several changes over the years, was equally striking. It showcased the familiar American eagle, but with a fresh and updated rendition. The eagle was shown in a more dynamic, powerful pose, with its wings spread wide and its talons clutching an olive branch and arrows. This reverse design not only reflected America's enduring strength, but also its commitment to peace and freedom. Minting of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar was an important event for both the U.S. Mint and coin collectors. This particular release was made in both uncirculated and proof versions, with a limited number of coins being produced for each. The uncirculated coins were struck with a crisp finish, giving them a more matte appearance, while the proof versions were produced with a highly polished finish, which gave them a mirror-like sheen. This attention to detail made the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar a true work of art, one that would appeal to both collectors and those who appreciated fine craftsmanship. But what truly set the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar apart was its incredible collector appeal. Over the years, the Kennedy half-dollar has developed a strong following among numismatists. These collectors are drawn not only to the coin's historical significance but also to its rarity and the potential for future value. The 2021 release, being both a commemorative and a limited edition coin, was destined to attract significant attention. As the year progressed, collectors and investors alike began to take notice of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar's value. While the coin was initially released at face value, 50 cents, its rarity and beauty quickly made it a highly sought-after item on the secondary market. Within a few months of its release, the coin's value began to rise steadily, as more people became aware of its potential. But what exactly made this coin so valuable? There were several factors at play. First, the limited mintage of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar played a significant role. Unlike coins that are minted in large quantities and circulated freely, this release was part of a special, limited edition production run. Only a select number of these coins were struck, making them rare and difficult to find in pristine condition. Secondly, the historical context of the coin added to its appeal. As a commemorative piece, the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar was designed to honor one of the most beloved figures in American history, President John F. Kennedy. The coin's design, which echoed the original 1964 version, evoked a sense of nostalgia and patriotism for many Americans. This connection to the past made the coin even more desirable to collectors. Third, the aesthetic quality of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar played a major role in its rising value. The updated designs on both the obverse and reverse made the coin not only a tribute to Kennedy's legacy but also a work of art in its own right. Collectors who appreciated the craftsmanship of the coin, along with its historical significance, were willing to pay a premium to acquire it. Finally, the condition of the coin played a major role in determining its value. Coins that were struck with fewer imperfections and showed minimal signs of wear were highly prized by collectors. The 2021 Kennedy half-dollar, particularly in proof condition, was often found in nearly perfect form, which made it even more valuable. By late 2021, the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar had become a collector's item, with prices skyrocketing on the secondary market. Some rare specimens, especially those in pristine proof condition, were selling for thousands of dollars. By the time 2022 rolled around, the value of the coin had reached an astonishing $6,000 for select pieces in mint condition. This meteoric rise in value caught the attention of investors, dealers, and collectors alike, as many began to recognize the potential for further appreciation. So, why has the value of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar climbed so high? It's a combination of factors that make this coin a standout in the world of numismatics. Its limited mintage, historical significance, artistic design, and the high demand among collectors have all contributed to its impressive market value. For those fortunate enough to own one of these coins, it's not just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of American history, a work of art, and a rare collectible that has seen a remarkable appreciation in value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just a casual collector, the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is undoubtedly one of the most attractive and valuable coins to have emerged in recent years. Its rise in value reflects not only the enduring appeal of the Kennedy half-dollar series but also the ongoing fascination with American history and the legacy of President John F. Kennedy. In conclusion, the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar represents much more than just a piece of currency. It is a tribute to an American icon, a work of art, and a valuable collectible that has captured the hearts of collectors and investors around the world. Its journey from a simple half-dollar coin to a $6,000 investment is a testament to the enduring power of history, craftsmanship, and rarity in the world of numismatics. For those lucky enough to have one in their collection, it is not just a coin, it's a piece of American history that continues to appreciate in value, standing as a lasting tribute to President Kennedy's legacy.